Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Pitch. We are finally back bringing you another video, and obviously we have to do the three cameras now because we are all now in three different places. But before we get going, we need to tell you guys that Ty has decided to do a LeBron James move here and announce where he is going, what team he's going to sign with at the end of this show.
I've already
So,
decided.
yes, he says he's already decided, so he's going to announce that at the end of this show. But before that, we've got some things to talk about. Kale, we're going to run through the teams and just talk about kind of what they're doing right now in free agency and or just kind of overall. So why don't you start us off with whatever team you want to start with?
Sure. Basically, we're just going to wrap up for a little bit what all has happened in free agency so far. Obviously, free agency started yesterday at midnight, and a ton of things happened. We'll just kind of go through by each team. Let's start with the Waves, because I really like what the Waves have done this offseason. I think they're going to be good. I thought they were already a good team, but I think they're going to be close to being contenders now. They signed Adam Clark to a $30 three-season deal, and
That's not a very big contract.
that's what?
That's not a very big contract for Adam.
Oh. He wanted to be off the underdogs, and he's off the underdogs, so he got what he wanted. Anyway, so they got him to be their pitcher because that's really what they needed. They were pitching. I mean, Nussbaum was their ace. I like Nussbaum, but he's a backup pitcher.
Yeah.
And then they had Mason under contract for one more season, but he played so good, and in JO14 they gave him an extension. He signed it. It's the same deal as Adam. So just those two is the future going forward. That's a good future, I think. I mean, don't you guys think?
Oh,
Yeah, I think those are both good moves for them.
And the last one was the Bambinos had cut Lane Shriver on Saturday to do what they did, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then the Waves picked up Lane for $18 over 3 seasons. So
Yeah.
I think the Waves have had, well, the Bambinos getting Nate back is probably the best for our team. But the Waves have had a great offseason.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the Lane move. I mean, the other ones are good for both us too, but I think the Lane move is good for both ways because I kind of feel for Lane. He's struggling to stay on a team right now, but I think that he can help this team, and it's a good move for him too. I think he'll find a home there at the Waves. Ty, what about you?
First and foremost, they just need to cut Pickle. They need to get his cap space off. Pickle, if you guys don't know, it's Austin Gillum. He just needs to get cut and give up some cap space. I do think Lane was a good sign. I don't really know that they'll use him in the right way. I don't know. We'll see. Nussbaum's made some good moves. Like, round of applause for Nussbaum on this offseason.
We're talking about getting some, but he was showing me some mock-ups of some black jerseys they were thinking about getting too, which looked pretty sweet.
Black jerseys. Yeah, that's better than what he has. Those were just awful. Those were bad. That was bad.
All right, let's move on to what was the biggest thing so far. Nate is back under contract with the team.
Yep.
The MVP of JL13, he missed JL14. He knew he was going to be missing JL14, so he wasn't going to sign. He was going to wait till now so he could see what the landscape of the league was. He was really being recruited hard by the Express.
Mm-hmm.
From all I hear, they had a great offer on the table too, but he has decided he's going to stick with his buddies in the Bambinos. I mean, I don't know. Him and Colton, they might be better than the Express.
They have the best roster in the league now.
Oh, yeah, by far.
I think so. The best combination of hitting and pitching. Well, their pitching is outrageous, but their hitting is very good now, too. So to me, they, like Ty said, by far they have the best roster in the league.
Well, here's my question now: is who's going to be the ace?
Nate. Nate, unless he's struggling. I'd start with Nate though, because he was so good in the in the one tournament, JL13.
I think they're going to be so set for the playoffs because the playoffs, as you guys know, is now a three. Each round is a 3-game series, and so you're thinking, at minimum, you're going to play at least 4 games in one day if you sweep and then sweep. If you are the team that had to bye.
Yeah.
Maximum, you could play 9. I mean, pitchers' arms right now get tired with just 3 games in a day, ace pitchers, and a lot of times they have to throw a relief, backup guy for a game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you can go, you just alternate Nate Colton in the playoffs. Oh my gosh! Because I mean, think about and that's why I thought the lane pickup was good too. Because there's no way Adam can go every single game, and then they throw in new spawn. Well, now they can just put Lane in there to be the backup pitcher. So backup pitching is a really big deal now, I think, in the league.
Yeah.
And they are.
Does it really matter which one is in?
No, it
Because
doesn't.
they're probably the 2 best pitchers in the league, so it kind of depends on the day.
I love the Express Bambinos rivalry right now. That could turn into the best one the league's ever had. Like even better than the old Cobras Bison.
Yeah.
I bet you right now, Garrett's sweating. He's sweating hard. He just won the cup.
Well, let's get to Garrett. That's what's next. So
Okay.
the Express players of Sean Godino and Marcus Deo, their contracts weren't up or anything, but Garrett decided to give them contract extensions, so now they're under contract on new deals for 4 seasons. I think Sean had 1 season left on his deal, and Marcus had 2, but now they're extended way out. So they're long-term locked up with that team. Marcus's was for $28 total, and Sean's was for $20. So not huge amounts. And Marcus's was really weird. It was $10 in the first 2 seasons, and then $4 in the last 2. I don't know what that was about. But
yeah, I don't know what that's about either. But the fact that they have him for that long is good for them because he's a good hitter. He's one of the best hitters in the league, probably.
Yeah, it is. And Garrett was telling me this team really doesn't care about the money that much. I thought maybe they would, but Kyle Godino, yeah, he's also been named the general manager of the team by Garrett, which that's good for Garrett because that means, if Kyle's got that position, he's never going to leave.
Yeah.
And Kyle can sign himself to whatever contract he wants. That's what Garrett said. He hasn't done so yet, but maybe he'll take a lot, maybe he won't take that much. But anyway, they're set. The Bambinos are set. That's going to be such a good.
Yeah.
It's already.
Those are some of the funnest ones to watch in the tournament when they play.
Maureen and they chipped each other back and forth in the off season. Did you guys see those comments on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, Garrett needs to make some moves because that team ain't gonna get it done if he wants to win the cup again.
Is that foreshadowing to later in the show today? We'll find out soon.
I'm just saying, Marcus and Sean.
Yeah.
Here's what we can confirm about Ty. Ty has offers on the table from the Rapids, the Link, the Storm, the Bison,
The Express.
And the Express, and the
Cobras.
And the Cobras?
Yes.
So, he's got a lot of options here to choose from. All those teams are going to be good if they get Ty. That's just the reality. We'll get to that later. Me and Brock don't even know right now, honestly. We don't know.
No, he won't tell us.
He won't tell us. So it was funny because he said he was going to wait till this weekend to decide, or, next Friday or something. And then when we got on to get ready to do the show, he said, "Hey, I'm deciding at the end of the show." Me and Brock were like, "What?"
You know what? I looked at these show statistics and I was like, "It's not good enough. We need a pizzang."
So here's what's next is the Mafia. They re-upped Colby Gaston, who was a free agent, to a deal. $30 over 10 seasons. They locked him up for 10 seasons, and he has no opt-out options.
That's 4 years.
Ridiculous. And Colby has also been given 49% of the team ownership.
So that means nothing.
So yeah, they have that Taylor Yield on the team too. He didn't play in JL14. They think he's going to be all right. So I mean, I don't know about the Mafia. I don't know what to think of this team.
I don't either. But it doesn't surprise me that Colby signed such a big contract because it doesn't really seem like he wants to play anywhere else. I don't know if he needed to go to the extent of 10 seasons.
Yeah, that seems excessive.
Whatever.
Well,
I don't know if they really care that much.
Well, here's the problem with the Mafia. They got real offended after jail.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
And what analysis they didn't think was accurate of us saying that they weren't a high quality team. You finished 5th in the American Conference. I don't care that you went 2-1. Okay, you were getting smoked by the Lynx. You almost lost that game. The reality.
It's not even just the win and loss too. Like if you were there and you actually watched them play, you know what we're talking about.
In their defense, their only game they've lost as a franchise, because they didn't make the playoffs, they only played 3 games and they went 2-1. In their defense, the only game they've lost as a franchise is against the Express. Okay, I get that. But like what Brock's saying, if you watched them, there's holes, right? I'm not doubting that Tate and Colby are good players that can, on a team together, win a championship, but I think they need more around them. Yeah. And I don't see that. I think they're right now being stubborn about thinking they can do it on their own. That's kind of the vibe we were getting after the season when they were getting, they didn't agree with our analysis.
I don't even think that they need to like grab some players as much as they just need to go out and throw a ball before the tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
The pitching was just like Tate could be a good pitcher. We all know Tate could be a good pitcher. But Tate, granted we lost. I know they're going to be like, oh, at least we beat you guys. But Tate and Colby's pitching was like worse than Tyler Hudson's. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was just like you can't win a championship like that. No matter, say as much crap as you want, but that's just everyone will agree with me. You can't win a championship by throwing a rainbow into the strike zone.
No. So. All right.
By the way, weren't those tweets aimed at you, Ty?
They were completely directed at me. I got on the
the Mafia offer. The Mafia have a deal on the table for you too, Ty?
No, the Mafia have not messaged me.
All right. Yeah. we're to that point now in the show. We've got everything. It's time for the big announcement. Now wait a minute, Ty. Let's first do this. Let's make this real dramatic, because tell us who has not made you an offer, meaning who is out, who is not in the running for this.
So who hasn't made me an offer are the Washougal Wrecking Crew. Let's do it by conference. So the American Conference, the Washougal Wrecking Crew, the Fog, the Bambinos. Yeah, those are the 3 in the American Conference. In the National Conference,
maybe have done something.
No, Bambinos. They don't need me. Bambinos are
and the Mafia, right? The Mafia too.
And the Mafia. I forgot about the Mafia.
The Fog didn't do anything either?
No, the Fog's ownership is so up the toilet right now.
What about the National? Who's out in the National?
The National, okay. National, the Underdogs have not. The Waves have not. Gosh. I think everyone else has.
So it's between the Rapids, the Cobras, the Storm, the Bison.
Yep.
And is it just those 4? Or is there one more I'm missing?
Express did, didn't they?
Okay, now what I want you to do next.
Lynx. And
Lynx too.
I want you to lay out for us the details of the contracts that each team has offered.
Okay. So here. Let me pull up my phone.
I'm so excited to hear about this. I hope it's the Cobras.
Okay, so the Cobras have offered me $25 a season, and I get to choose how many years I want to be on the team.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
It's an interesting deal.
The Bison.
No, it's not the Bison.
Have offered me
Going back to his roots.
$50 a season. James.
Oh my God.
$50. It was 60. James retracted it from 60 to 50.
Gosh, that might have been a costly move, James.
Yeah, $50 a season for I think it was 3 tournaments. Can't remember.
No, he can't remember, so he's not picking them. All right, who's next?
Yeah. I think we all knew.
And then the Lynx was a $55 a tournament for 2 tournaments, and the money is up front before each season.
Oh, he remembers that one well.
Did you hear him say was before, though? He said the Lynx was. That means they're not it.
What?
Yeah,
In past
possible.
tense. Brock knows what I'm talking about. Past tense, they're out.
Oh.
All right, who's next?
Okay.
I don't think they were ever really in
What are the other
anyways.
teams? What are the other
Next
teams?
team.
Give me another team.
Express.
The Express. What was Garrett's?
No, he doesn't.
Garrett.
They're out.
Not a good sign.
Not a good sign. Nope.
Garrett's was.
There's the was again.
Oh my God. I think Garrett's was 25 also.
Okay, they're done. The lack of knowledge means they're done. And what was the Rapids? They're the last one, right?
Yeah, the Rapids was you see that I'm saying was for all of them, so don't get your panties in a wad. The Rapids was make me the GM and yeah, sign myself, so whatever. So it wasn't any official offer from the Rapids.
Oh, okay.
And then, what, are we missing any teams?
Did you say the Storm?
The Storms were 150 over 3 tournaments, and the money's up front for each season. So 50 up front.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to fix something real quick.
Oh, okay.
Keep talking.
Okay, so I think that's all. Is that all?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, I think that's all. So.
Hold on. Can you hear Brock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I made my decision based purely on winnable chances, right?
Yeah.
But I also didn't want to be a sellout for winnable chances. So I'm signing with the Rapids.
What? All that just a re-sign? Dude, I'm disappointed now.
The Rapids. GM position. Keeping Jordan. I've already signed Troy Flanagan to a rookie contract. And
Whoa.
I've already messaged a few other people to test out on the team. Oh, and another part of the contract was I get to design and make completely new uniforms for my team. Because I hate the Rapids uniform.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of anticlimactic, to be honest.
You guys built it up way more than it needed.
Yeah, I thought you were to. So, okay, who would the hardest?
How Coop is gonna be so pissed.
Well, okay, was the Storm next up?
What's new?
I don't know, honestly, probably, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all right with this. The Cobras and the Rapids have a good rivalry going. It would have kind of died.
I wasn't signing with the Cobras at all. I hate the Cobras.
Does anybody know how to turn off low battery mode?
Go to settings, you dip.
That's what I mean. I can't find it.
Go to the battery settings.
All right, you know what? We're about to close out of this whole thing. So.
Here we go.
Was just posing Mickey Mouse for a while.
I should be back.
Oh my god.
It's still showing Mickey Mouse.
Sorry, guys.
Alright.
Alright, I'll close it out.
Ty returns to the Rapids.
Yeah, Ty's staying with the Rapids. There's the whole recap. There's going to be more. There's still a lot of players that need to be signed still, so keep your eyes out. And thanks for joining us for this episode of The Pitch. We'll see you guys later.
Yep.
See ya.